Hey, how's it going? It's Chris, Mr. Moneyfingers Haddad. As always, my deal is that I help copywriters, offer owners, vendors, whoever else you happen to be, media buyers even, use emotions and storytelling to dramatically improve the conversions of your offers so you make more money and sell more stuff and help more people. Today, what I want to talk about is actually a little trick that I learned as I transitioned from being a freelance copywriter to being an offer owner of my own when I transitioned over from freelancing to doing my Michael Fiore relationship advice stuff all those years ago. And the deal that I went through actually came from the fact that I had an alter ego. I had a pseudonym at the time. See, when I first went from being a copywriter to being a relationship advice expert and went on TV and things like that, I had a lot of people throwing a lot of love and a lot of hate at me. It turns out when you make a living teaching people how to get their ex back and things like that, occasionally you get death threats, occasionally you get stalkers, and occasionally you get people sending you naked pictures. Actually, Michael Fiore gets a lot of naked pictures sent to him on a regular basis from women all over the world. And no, I don't look at them because I don't need that in my life. But what I discovered when I was doing that, because I was writing all the copy for Michael Fiore, was how useful it is to kind of split yourself in two when you are writing copy and doing marketing for yourself. See, when I was doing my Pig Method launch back in December, this was really, really useful because I was going off on the internet and I was talking about my offer and I was having a lot of people send a lot of love and a lot of narcissistic fuel towards me the entire time, and wanted to make sure that didn't take over my bipolar brain and put me in the narcissism land and, basically destroy my brain again and make me not able to do these wonderful things for you. I also really needed to be able to get a certain level of distance from myself so that I could treat myself like I was my own client and more accurately take a look and say, okay, with Chris Haddad as the guru and as the person who's going to be on camera, what assets do I have to play with and what weaknesses do I have to play with? And it's hard to do that when you're treating yourself as yourself, right? So what I tend to do that I learned to do with the Michael Fiore stuff is I actually kind of split myself in two. And I have Chris Haddad, marketer and copywriter on one side, and then I had Michael Fiore, relationship advice expert and person that goes on television and camera on the other side. And I quite literally did think of them as two different people. When I would talk about Michael Fiore, I would say the word him and his as opposed to me and mine, because it kept my ego out of the situation in that, people were saying all this praise to Michael Fiore, but it wasn't about me. He was getting death threats, but it wasn't about me. But it also gave me a certain level of perspective because I could look at Michael Fiore separate from myself and write copy for him without feeling egotistical because I was saying such nice things about him and without feeling, too embiggened by the whole thing. So when I was doing the Chris Haddad Pig Method stuff, what I'm doing now, I do the exact same thing. There's Chris Haddad, myself, and then there's Chris, Mr. Moneyfingers Haddad, who's actually my client as I think about him. And really being able to create that, it feels a little cheesy in a way, right? Because obviously I know I am the same person doing this, but having that divide and being able to take that step back from yourself when you're actually working on things where you are the person in front is incredibly valuable as far as giving you perspective and allowing you to write the copy at the level that you would if it was somebody else you were working with. Anyway, that's it. Just a quick little tip. I'll catch you later. Bye.